Hi, hello, and welcome to Capricorn Venus Tarot. This is Capricorn Venus. So today we're going to see, why are your haters so mad? Why are they so mad at you? How are you making them so mad? So we got 4 piles here. Pile number 1 is the Book of Shadows Tarot. Pile number 2 is the Iris Oracle. Pile number 3 is the Horror Tarot. And then pile number 4 is the Pastel Journey Tarot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, if I didn't make that clear. So go ahead and pick your pile and I will see you guys in there. Okay. Alrighty, pile number 1. Let's see. Why are pile number 1's haters so mad? Ooh, this is the no reaction pile. Why are pile number 1's haters so mad? I think you've changed up how you respond to them or something. They made a plan based on how you used to be or something like that. Okay. Capricorn, Cancer, and I don't even know that it would have worked if you were who you used to be, but it was definitely not going to work now. So there's something about that where, it might not have worked even when you were your old self or whatever, but they seem to think it's because of all these changes. Like, you're just so different, and that's why my plan didn't work. It's not that I'm an idiot. It might be that they're an idiot, though. Kind of getting that vibe here. You have to be a little dumb to be a hater. It's a waste of time. Okay. 10 is Capricorn, 4 is Cancer, 2 is Taurus. So I do think your haters are also mad at your good reputation, at the cool, there is a cool detachment here with you that I feel like is really making them mad. I think it also makes them mad how hot you look. Like, there is a sense of that where it's like, if you have big boobs, they're mad about that. They're mad about how sexually attractive you are here. Pile number 1, whatever it is. It's also could be that but it's something about you being like sexy. So maybe also like your Instagram or something like that, or your outfits could have a slut shame moment here of like, they're just really mad about your outfits and how good you look. They're just mad because they're looking. They're just mad because they're looking. Or someone else is looking. Oh my gosh. Your haters got really mad also. There was like a moment where your haters got randomly mad. I think your haters had an epiphany about you. Here, pile 1. And maybe the epiphany is that you're never going to give them what they want. Or you're never going to call them back, or you're never going to get back together with them. There's something about that where they had this epiphany that it was permanent, or they had an epiphany about what you were maybe up to with it. Okay, interesting. Yeah, they finally got it. Okay, so it's not like every single time I talk about haters, I talk about how stupid they are. It really isn't. But there's something about your haters here, pile 1, a little slow on the uptake. Like, they took a long time to figure everything out. Maybe too long. Maybe they took so long to figure out how you really felt about it, or that you knew what they were up to, that they looked very foolish. Yeah, there's something about them looking really stupid. And also, they might be actually kind of super fucking stupid. Like, and no offense to anybody who didn't get the education they deserve or whatever, because like, it's not like that. It's like, if I met this person and I saw the way they act in the world, I'd be like, wow, you're a fucking idiot. Like, there's something about that. I think that's the key part here. I think also you must be able to be seen by your haters. This is a hater in your workplace, or in your community, or in a place where neither of you are just gonna like necessarily right away get kicked out, because it's kind of like, you're all living there in the dorm, or it's something like that where they will have to see you around. They will have to see you around. They will have to see what you do, or maybe you're a friend of a friend or something. Hopefully not, because like I said, yeah. You might be kind of like a little bit of a legend, though, in your community, or like a little bit of a popular person around town, or well-known, or well thought of, or, yeah, well thought of. Even if you're kind of a quiet person, like, you're very well thought of. And, yeah, it's really pissing your haters off. I think also you seem like out of this world, because there is this sense of, like I was saying, detachment, where you're above this community even. Like, or you're above whatever situation's happening, for sure. But it's even further than that. It's like you're a unique addition, or you're an important addition. Like I said, you're well thought of. You already have a backing, or I'm getting kind of a fantasy scenario of like, you guys are both writers under a publishing group, and they've decided that you're their enemy, but you guys have the same manager, the same publisher, but you're very well known for your books, and that's probably not going to stop. Like, there's something about that, where that's just one scenario. Use that as a metaphor to fit into your life, because that's what the feeling is like they sort of are going to always have to hear about you or something. Okay, Tower and Six of Swords. Oh, man, they fucked something up. Like I honestly feel like this hater of yours was so invested in trying to ruin you, or take you down, or be really your enemy, that they actually really fucked something up in their own life. The Hierophant. Again, you are a stable, steady presence. You are very well respected. You are also someone with like traditional power in some way. Like in the example of the publishing house, of course, they're going to want to continue to work with you because you're making them money. It's really that simple in a way. I think that the fact that it's not up for debate, your value, your worth, your station, your contribution, it's not up for debate. It's beyond debating. It's obvious. It's clear. It's definite. It's permanent. Or at least very, very long lasting. Okay? Or maybe I think you also might have haters who were competing with you for a prize and you won it. So again, it's kind of simple. The competition is now over. You already won. You can't take it back. There's no take backsies. Like, there's something about that. The Moon. Girl, like, what did you do? Because I'm kind of sensing like, surprise. Yeah, something about that. You really surprised them. You surprised them. They might be dumbasses, but you also might be smart here, because you really did surprise them. They did not see this coming, whatever it was, the turnaround. They did not see this coming. They did not see you winning the competition. I almost feel like even these haters were mad at you and they were competitors of you, but it's not like they thought you were going to win. They were just maybe thinking that you were annoying them. They wanted to beat you, but they weren't... Yeah, they didn't have their eye on the prize. We'll put it that way. I feel like if these were people competing for something in particular, they were not even thinking about winning that. They were just thinking about beating you. Are they competing with me, or really are they complimenting you, or are they really just attacking me? That's the kind of vibe I'm getting here of like, We'll use the age-old way of this as a competition for a person, for example. Now, this could be like a one-sided competition. Hopefully, your partner never puts you in competition or anything. But where it's like they try to get your person because they're really just attacking you. They didn't necessarily even want your person. Like, there's something about that. Or like, in the case of the publishing deal, they didn't try hard enough. They were not trying to win this publishing deal. Instead, they were trying to beat you. So they weren't working on their craft. They weren't doing what they needed to do in terms of, winning what actually was supposed to matter, the prize over here, they were so focused on beating you that, again, they tripped and fell on their face. Now, this is embarrassing for them. I think you've embarrassed your haters very thoroughly here. Now, often with people who are so insecure, like I'm sensing this person is, because this kind of lifestyle, it needs you to be insecure to even be a part of this lifestyle. You have to be insecure. So it's not a stretch of the imagination to think this person is insecure. So they might actually deny that they're insecure. But this is the only reason a person acts like this, is because they are insecure. So stay with me here. But basically, they now look like idiots. They look really, really, really stupid. And I think they felt stupid like this before, but like it was probably all in their head. Like they were very insecure and competitive already. And so they have lots of little slights in their mind that they can pull up and think of as big stories. But if we were there, we would be like, they didn't even notice. Like, nobody cares. Like, this is nothing. But in this case, Pile 1, other people did notice this. It's not in their heads this time. It was embarrassing what they did. It was embarrassing how they acted. Okay. Yeah. Wow, though. How are you making your haters mad? Gosh, they wrongly assessed this whole situation somehow, though. Because they put themselves in a real disadvantage. They put themselves at a real disadvantage. I'm not sure this affected you at all, though. Except if you literally won some sort of exciting contract or something exciting happened to you. But I kind of feel like maybe this has nothing to do with your hater. It's like they were self-inserting themselves. They were inserting themselves in this situation that has nothing to do with them. Okay. Yeah. They didn't know the truth. And the truth was a lot better. I don't know, maybe you were really keeping this hidden, or maybe this person doesn't know you. This is getting like a hyperfixation from some loser. Okay, so here's the reason I'm saying that, is like, they weren't playing on a even playing field with you. They didn't even know what was going on. Like they totally misunderstood the whole layout of you guys' dynamic or something. Like they totally misunderstood everything. It's kind of crazy. Crazy the vibe I'm getting of, like, I don't think they knew what they were doing. Gosh. But this one has actual consequences here. Yeah, it's also giving like, you made your bed, now you have to lie in it. They made such a fool of themselves that they're gonna have to like stand on what they did and kind of deal with those consequences. There's no getting out of it. They will now have to dig out of this situation. Whereas you might not even be in this situation at all. Something to do with you is gonna have lasting consequences for this person. Or not, it doesn't seem like, lifelong consequences, but definitely something. Definitely something. More burdens to get out of this. Gosh, 3 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 8 of Swords. This person feels very foolish, and they are. Wow. This is not good, pile one. This is not good at all. Like, it is not good. It's like, I hate to even say this, but it's almost like they are gonna lose their house, or like, did they screw you over so bad that they're gonna go to jail or something? Like, I don't know. Really negative consequences to their actions here. Goodness. But I'm really struggling to have any empathy. So I don't know if this person was really actually coming against you in a very negative way. Like, they really had no right to. They really had no right to come against you this way. You didn't do anything to provoke them, you know, and I hate that I even have to say that. I hope you don't feel that way. But it's almost like they were saying you were provoking them, and you really weren't, and you were proved to not be doing that. They didn't want you to be fulfilled, and you will be. They didn't want, or you are, they didn't want you to start fresh. They didn't want your decisions to pan out, and they did pan out. They also didn't want it to seem like you were a hard worker. They didn't want it to seem like you had a lot of things in your past that you were working through, and like it's very weird. This is a super negative pile. Like, this is a really, really, really negative pile. This is like an abusive person, or like this is like a crazy, psychotic stalker situation, or like something where they wanted to like ruin your life, and it seems very, very, very out of place. Yeah, so they're mad that it didn't work. They're mad that you have a really good life. Like, they're just mad that you are happy, you know? Yeah, I'm really getting that for you, pile one. Like, these people are just really mad that you're happy. They're mad that you like the way you look. They're mad that you're doing well. They're mad that your plans have worked out in your favor. They're mad that you're taking strides in the right direction as well. You can tell the truth. So these haters, I think they might be people that you told the truth on, you know? You told somebody what they did, or you know, went to your boss about somebody harassing you, or like you took it over their heads too. Or maybe you got a lot of people on your side, and so it's out of their hands. They're gonna get what's coming to them. I almost feel like anything's coming to them, honestly. Like, you worked hard to escape this, and you were successful, you know? I feel like also your diligence, your ability to focus on the positive, this upsets your haters. They also seem that kind of person that would send you a really nasty text or email or voicemail at a weird hour. Like, if this is a coworker, they're the kind of person that would send you something off the clock and need you to respond right away, or else. Or if this was like somebody who had any amount of power, they would really lord that over you. Luckily, I don't feel like this would be somebody, but it could be. It could be a boss or something like that. But whatever it was, you took the appropriate steps to get out of it and get to a safer spot. And I think it also makes them mad that you were able to keep your plans hidden. Because like I said, this ended really badly for them. Like not even medium bad, or they skirted under the surface, or they didn't accomplish. No. This one blew up. Something blew up in their face. And that's why they're so mad right now. So thank you very much, pile number one. Yeah, and also like you had God on your side, or you had people to comfort you and things that made you happy and lift your spirits. They were hoping to like wear you out to the point where you couldn't act normally. Like this is the kind of person who would keep you up all night before a big test, or like that sort of thing. Other people feel a real connection to you and view you as a good friend, a good partner, a good person to have around, a valued member of the team. And so like a special person as well. And so this is really upsetting your haters right now. The fact that you have love in your life is upsetting your haters. That people are easy with you. They don't make it confusing for you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and this is like an abuse situation, and this is bad too. Like, and this is like getting out of it and killing this love. So this could also be an ex that you left, and you left him. You know, like it's not. Yeah. And again, they look really foolish. And just me to you, I feel like this person is a fucking idiot. And you're having fun, and other people love you. Other people like need you around too. They didn't want you to take control of the situation. Like this person is also very, very controlling, or these haters, because for some of you, it could be more than one person, or like a whole kind of system to try to hold you down, you know? But the fact that you are so willing to take the reins is another reason that your haters are so mad. And yeah, the fact that you have other people on your side, and that you're not done yet. You're not done yet. And you never were going to be done. Like there's something about it, like it was just never, ever gonna go in their favor. So yeah, that is what I've got for you. Pile number one, thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you guys next time. Okay. Pile number two. Hi, pile number two. So my light went out. It's not going to come back on. I'm figuring that all out. But anyway, you can still see, and I'll tell you what's on the cards. Let's see. Why are pile number two's haters so mad? You're having fun. Why are number two's haters so mad? I think you also went scorched earth. You cut some ties here. If you quit a job or move to a different job or something, definitely you have haters from your old job. These are people you know about though. Yeah, I'm sensing like your haters that are mad. You might have many haters that are mad, but it's just like petty, jealous types that are really mad at you right now because you look great and you're doing great and you're having fun. And you're not serious enough for them, or you're not panicking. I feel like these haters don't understand real life either. Like they don't understand what it really takes to maintain a good, positive life, you know? So that they get mad whenever you're not working yourself to the bone or stressed. Yeah, I think that like your haters really like when people are stressed, and they really hate to see you smile. Like they don't like that. They don't like when you have fun. They don't like when you seem young. They don't want you to be partying anymore. They don't want you to be enjoying yourself anymore. They don't want you to be taking the day off. They want you to be nonstop grinding until you get injured, you know? And then they would judge you for getting injured too. Okay. Why are pile number two's haters so mad? Also, like, you have like this whimsical spirit that I love, pile two. I'm always getting like spacey, or like you love space, or you love the stars, or you love history. Like there's something like dreamy here that I'm loving. Or you always notice the details and things, or you like really intricate something, you know, accessories, or intricate like desk decorations, or, you know, something really with a lot of details and pretty, and or like long books or something like that. A lot of cool bits about you, you know? You're a star here, pile two. And I feel like that's why your haters are so mad, because you are seeming more and more like a star every day, you know? And you're looking good, you're having fun, you're smiling more. It's almost like these haters noticed you becoming happier. And I feel like that's probably why they're ramping up right now, pile two, is, you know, your happiness and your laughter and your fun. These are like your armor and your weapons against haters and against negative energy. So the more you become this little legend, that's a shield around you. You know, when people know you and they remember you, it's like magic. It makes you safer somehow. I don't know how it works. You know, I just know it does. So let's see. But I mean, in a real way, more fame, more attention, more recognition can often mean more money, you know, more of connections that could get you somewhere else, you know. So there are valuable, realistic things that come out of looking good and taking up space and being your best self. And so even if your haters don't think to themselves, well, this means that they're gonna get a better opportunity, they could just be silently seething that you're happy. You're luminous as well. You seem to be glowing. If you seem gray and pale and, you know, worn out, then your haters can feel like they're scaring you. They're putting you on the edge, you know, like they're freaking you out or something, or that they're getting in your head. But since you seem so happy and excited and determined for life, you know, they can't, it's hard for them to believe that you actually care about them, which you don't. Correct. I don't think about you. Yeah, it's like, I think also the fact that you don't think about them at all is making them mad. They wanted to be a star in your show. These people are just fans. This is fan behavior. I think you've switched up on them in particular, though, too. I think you have some haters that you've actually switched up on, to where you used to be nice to them and now you're not. Or you used to talk to them a little bit and now you've even, you know, you've pulled back even more. Could also be these are haters that you knew for a long time and you were kind of keeping on the periphery, and maybe they knew you didn't really like them, but that you would still talk to them, and they were wrong about that. Or at least you've pulled back even further, you know? You definitely took back things that they took for granted. Took back the fact that they would always get your company. Took back the idea that you guys would have any contact, you know? Or took back the idea that you had to have contact or something like that. No, I don't have to interact with you, you know? Should have been grateful. Share tenderness. Yeah. For some of you, I feel like these haters are people that you used to share tenderness with, or like maybe you had a soft spot for them, or maybe you just like were trying to be nice, you know, and you were like trying to see things from their perspective and giving them a, you know, a little bit of a pass, or like you were taking it easy on them. But for some of these haters, I do feel like you were in the past open with them, and now you've closed that, you know, and you're no longer open to them. It's almost like you're a totally different person. Like, that's how they view it. this is another one of those where they're mad because you said that in 2 months we were gonna, you know, blah, blah, blah. But then they, you know, broke your trust or hurt you in some way. So I take it back. I take it back. You can always take it back. How to? You can always take it back. Just like with consent, at any time, I can take it back. At any time. So that's no excuse. Well, an hour ago you said I could. Okay, well, right now, in the moment, I'm telling you no. Crazy. You're just so mean. Pile 2 is just so mean. They're just so cold-hearted. They're just so mean. They're just so fucking mean. I hate this person. God. Like, literally, I fucking hate this person. Pile 2. This hater is so irritating. Is so irritating. It's worse than irritating, but like, God, what is hidden will be revealed. Like, you found them out. You found them out, and so you revoked access. Easy as that. It's just like if you have a business and you discover that someone was stealing from your business, and then you fire them, and then they come to you and they're like, well, you said you were going to promote me. And it's like, yeah, bitch, before I knew you were stealing from the till. Like, what did you think? Like, it's like that. I'm not sensing that you're actually this person's boss. Although if that's your situation, that's your situation. But I'm more sensing that that's metaphorical of like, you invited this person there to your house and they did something. Like, I don't know. Or they... Yeah, no. And they're trying to hold you to promises you made before you found out what they did. And it's like, no, after I found out what you did, I don't want anything to do with you. Like, well, I'm not controlling this situation. I don't have control over this situation. Yeah, you lost control when you did what you did. Or maybe you just never had control also. Like, stop trying to control people. This person is grinding their teeth. They're, like, losing their minds over here. Like... I think your hater is also really mad that they lost. Because I sense a lot of, like, they're saying that they're mad because you are breaking a promise, or, like, you didn't hold up your end of the deal, or something to that effect. But deep down, the real reason they're mad is that this slipped out of their control. They thought that they had it all figured out. They thought they were successfully fooling you, you know? Deep down, that's what this person really is angry about. That they believed that they were successfully fooling you and they weren't. Or they weren't for long, you know? There came a time when they were no longer. Because we can all be fooled. Because what kind of weirdo lies like this? Or does this type of thing? Like, no. So it's just one of those things where, yeah, after I found out that, I think it's appropriate that I leave. But it's something about, like, you in particular. It's not like you found out something that this person did in general. It's like you found out what they did to you, you know? Or like you kind of rolled the tape back and you were like, oh my God, it was you. You're the murderer, you know? Like something like that. It's like detective novel, and we look around the room and it's just like, oh, it was you. It was you did it, you know? The evidence led back to them. No more predictions of growth. Maybe even you thought this was going to go somewhere. But again, it's like whatever they did and that you found out about, or whatever happened between you two, like, made it so those plans could no longer come into being. I mean, they need to accept reality. They are superficial. Yes. I really feel like that's another reason they're so mad, though, Pal 2, is that you look good or you have something good to offer, and now they can't have that thing. It's like giving Veruca Salt from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I want it. Give it to me. You didn't win it. You didn't do it. You didn't get it. It's not yours. Oh my gosh. You're a good friend to them. They're career focused. It's, they wanted to use you to get something though. You're a good friend to them. They admire you. They're career focused. But these are your haters, babe. I think your haters are also mad because you have good friends in your life and you have people who care about you and you have plenty of people to take their place. You know, plenty of really deep connections that want to take their place. They want to argue. They're possessive. Okay, so your hater also might be mad, or your haters also might be mad because you have anyone at all anyway. So maybe this is an ex-partner who's mad at you because of new friends that you have. Or this could be an ex-friend who's mad because you have a partner. You know, because there's something about that where they're not even taking this hater's role from them. It's like a totally different role. You know, it's like a parent who's jealous that you have a boyfriend. And it's like, why? It's totally different. It's unrelated. Yeah. And so they're real mad about that. Something about you and the people you have around you also make you look good. Yeah, you could have haters are also mad about gifts that you've received. You definitely have haters that are mad about your intelligence and your beauty and the way you process things too. Maybe you figure things out quickly, because we were getting a lot of that of like, oh, that was it. I figured it out, you know? Like there was something about that. And maybe you figured them out quicker than other people figured them out, you know? Because typically when someone acts like this person, they've definitely hurt someone else before you. Like, unless, you know, you were the first person, but typically people like this, they don't necessarily stop hurting people. Maybe they'll just hurt different people. Let's see. Judgment. You've called judgment on them. Or maybe you could have taken it into the law. Like you could have reported this person to the police or something. Like there's something about that where, you know, it might not even been up to you. You know, if this person gets caught for a crime, like it's kind of not up to you. This is also reminding me of that music video. It's like Gang, Gang, Gang by Jack Harlow. And I'll link that down below. But where it's like, maybe you guys used to be close friends. But again, then you found out what they did. And it's like, no way. No way. Like, but I thought you liked me. Yeah, well, I thought I liked you. But then what the fuck? No. There's something else. What is it? What is this other thing? Why is their hater so mad? Why do you know? How did you know? Who told you? How'd you find out? You know? Like that's kind of the vibe here of like, how did you find out? Who told you? How did you know this? And for some of you, maybe you got it in a vision. You could have like dreamed about it and it ended up being true or something like that. But I'm also sensing for a lot of you, maybe someone did tell you about it, you know, like you got insider information from somebody who, or maybe you know the person that they hurt or something and that person disclosed to you or something. Like, that's kind of the vibe here. Yeah. Or maybe you know the signs and so you figured it out. You could have just logically figured it out. But this person is confused on how you knew, or they're mad about the circumstances from which you found out. So like they could be mad that you told someone else what happened, or they could be mad that someone else told you what happened. Yeah, they're definitely mad at sharing information somehow. Moonstone. This person could have tried to discredit you as well. or did like Darvo, which is like where the offender tries to say that the person they hurt was actually the one who hurt them. And they usually say it's like the same thing. So if somebody robs you suddenly, and then they suddenly go around saying that you robbed them, you know, something like that. And it didn't work. Didn't work. But they could have tried to pull that. Empathy. People have empathy for you. I think people feel bad for you. You seem like the one who was hurt in this situation, and they don't want it to seem like that. Also that you have great willpower, that you didn't fold under their pressure, and that you were very determined as well. Self-worth, that you had self-worth. I don't know, this person might have even tried to like break you down and be like, well, I didn't do that to you, or that never happened, or as if anyone would ever do that to you, like you're not even good enough for me to care about, or like something like that. Try to make it seem like it's silly to even say that this would have happened. Okay. Strength and Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you had plenty of other great opportunities, or that you took other opportunities. Yeah, so that would make sense in the ex situation of you chose somebody else, or, you know, a lot of people were trying to date you and you picked one, and one of them's like a huge hater who is mad that you picked this other better opportunity. 8 of Cups. Yeah, well, how could you walk away from me? I'm amazing. But you walked away to better than them. That's how. Easy. 8 of Cups is walking away from something maybe someone somewhere could think is a good deal, but you did not think it was a good deal. You knew you were meant for better. They didn't know you had other options for whatever this was. So there could be lots of, venues in which this hater exists, and they didn't realize you had other options in love, in friendship, in career, whatever venue it is. They didn't realize you had other choices. I think you're thinking ahead as well. You're safe. You're safe and hopeful and excited. And this is upsetting your haters. They didn't want you to have this opportunity, whatever it is. Could be an opportunity to go on a trip, or lots of outdoorsy stuff. Judgment again. People agree with you. I think you're being advised not to interact with this hater. And then we get Ace of Swords. It's the truth. And also, this hater does not deserve your truth. They don't deserve an honest answer from you. They don't deserve the truth about where you are, what you're doing, what your plans are, when they'll see you again. They don't deserve the truth about any of that. They don't. So that is what I've got for you. Pile number 2. Let me pull some music videos for you. You've got friends. You're having fun. Also, I feel like you're making light of this situation. Even if it's a very dark situation, you're making light of it. You're laughing at it. This helps a lot to like make jokes about what happened and kind of keep it light. Focus on the irony of it in a way. Use it as an excuse to go enjoy yourself. Also, maybe your hater is a bad liar as well. Like, and they're not playing it off. And again, it's like they didn't want you to have other people in your corner. And they didn't want you to seem sympathetic. They really wanted you to seem like a villain or someone bad. But you don't. You seem cool. You seem interesting. You seem well-loved. And they seem like someone worth yelling at. So that's what I've got for you. Thank you very much, Pal 2, and I will see you next time. I'll link these down below. All right, pile number 3. Why are pile number 3's haters so mad? Let's sage a little. Got my strawberry candle here. Your haters could be mad because of how good looking your partner is or something. Like, that's funny. Yeah. Or your friends or something. Like, they could be mad at but it's like how good looking the people in your life are or something. They could always be mad about how good looking you are. You seem content here, pile 3. You seem really content. You seem calm. It's like I'm getting a really peaceful, calming energy from you, and romantic, and, you know, soft, sweet nights, peaceful days by, you know, by a campfire, or like low lighted apartment and you're just kind of humming to yourself. I'm getting really, really, really nice times here for you, pile 3. Also, like, maybe you're really focused on like the sweeter things in life. Strawberry ice cream, you know, little melodies, the way the, you know, fall leaves are sounding. You're feeling very romantic, very sentimental, very soft, sweet. Maybe you're going to the zoo, you know, with your friends, or like you have very chill nights, easy living, easy going, soft fabrics, comfortable. You're not stressing yourself out. You're really not. You're not stressing yourself out. You're not doing anything too strenuous or like difficult. It's more about enjoyment and staying happy, coziness, curling up with a good book kind of vibes here, listening to the rain, listening to the wind. You must have access to something kind of pretty, like even if it's just something small, you know, like your desk does have a window, and so you can look out the window, you know, something like that. Even they don't want you to have even that. Like, they don't want you to have anything. Like, these haters, like, they really want it bare bones. You know, I want, you know, cement floors, you know, drafty rooms for pile number 3. Like, that's what your haters want. They want discomfort for you. And so you're not giving that to them, and you're giving yourself comfort, pleasure, happiness, sentimentality, sweetness. You're keeping your life very sweet here, and I like that. Yeah. Your haters are very anti-cute, anti-fun, but especially anti-cute, because fun, maybe they could say something mean and aggressive was fun. Yeah, that's what I'm sensing from these people, is like they're fine with things that are loud, outrageous. These people are very judgmental of you, though. They're fine with you doing things that are outrageous. They're fine with you doing things that are crazy. They're fine with you doing things that maybe they wouldn't do themselves. They want to put you in a position where it's like a really hard labor job and you're getting paper cuts all day long. That's kind of what they want. Yeah, That's the vibe they want for you, where you're hurting. You're in pain from what you have to do. Okay? Like, they don't want it to come easy to you. And it seems to be. It seems to be coming easy to you. And you're enjoying yourself. And you only give yourself jobs that seem good to you. Or you have some sweetness in your life. You could also be like enjoying the sunshine. You're liking life. You're liking life, and they don't want that. You're stopping the smell of the flowers, and they don't want that. You know, maybe people are getting you gifts, and they don't want that. You're enjoying the night sky, enjoying a glass of wine, enjoying yourself. Like, it's all about that here. Four of Swords, yeah, it's like you are resting, and your haters are very upset by that, but it seems like that was a good idea. Because you avoided some nicks here of like you've avoided some cuts that they wanted to give you. Yeah, you might have had some haters that were planning to be petty with you or planning to be shady towards you or something like that, or to say something rude. Like, they were kind of gearing themselves up, but then you canceled the meeting, or like you decided to go on vacation, or, you know, something to that effect. Or instead of coming to the work party, you hung out in the sun. And there's nothing they can say about that. They can't do anything about that. Or you had plans to go walk in the park, you know. So you didn't have time to get in that argument with them. Or you didn't have time to hear their stupid thing they wanted to say. Okay, 10 of Wands. Your haters wanted to burden you, but I think what's funny is, like, they're mad because your plate's already full. It's just full of nice things. So you don't have time for the mean thing that they want to put on your plate, because you're already doing a lot. They would like it also if you had more time, because then they could have kind of forced you to do this job, or it's like if you join a sport or you pick up a second job, and so your, you know, the mean haters around you couldn't bully you into getting a different kind of job. So, like, you got a job that you enjoyed, so they couldn't push you into a job you didn't enjoy. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? What are you trying to say there? What do you mean by that? You took up a role that was easier for you. This is funny because it's actually reminding me of this Bible story. I grew up Christian, and so a lot of my background, I was like really into it too. Like, I was really into Bible study. It was like another way of being interested in history. One of the only ways to be interested in history and reading. I could get into the Bible, so I did. I had fun with that. So I know a lot of the stories and everything. But anyway, so there's a story about Jesus is like doing some hard labor with a bunch of his disciples and the people in his whole posse. And he's hanging out just talking and kind of preaching to a group, including one of these women. And so one of the other women in his group comes over and is like, I want to take, now I don't remember her name, I'm going to call her Stacy. Obviously her name was not Stacy, but so Laura comes over and tells Jesus, hey, I need Stacy. We need help over here. Like, it's getting so busy, like handing out the food and cleaning and everything. And I need her help. Why does she just get to sit here? And Jesus is like, well, Stacy has chosen an easier part. So she's smart for that. Basically, like, he's just like, she's smart to come over here and sit and listen to me talk. she likes it and it's an option for her. So that's what she's going to do. And I'm not going to punish her for that. She picked a better strategy than you, I guess. Like, it's kind of shady. It's kind of a shady story. But anyway, that's what I get for you. It's like you chose a part that was easier for you to play. And they can't, like, get you out of that. Maybe you had to choose a path and you chose the one that was easiest for you. I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. What is that? My wish for you, that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Dreams stay big, worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And so I feel like you are doing your life right, and people would have you carry more than you can hold. They want to see you upset. They want to see you frustrated. They want to see you in a pain state. Now, you seem like a person who has already gone through a lot, pile 3. You've already gone through a lot. You've come to a lot of good conclusions. You know how to fight. You know how to get things done. And so they couldn't lock you. They couldn't trap you. They couldn't lock you into something that you knew was not going to be good for you. And I think you have some really good boundaries up. Why are pile number 3's haters so mad? Justice. Yeah, you got your justice. This is the role that you wanted and that you chose. And I guess people are mad that it worked out so well. But honestly, it was justice. And you used what you had at your disposal to get that justice, to balance the scales. Only you know your own life, pile 3. And so you chose the correct path for yourself. And your haters are mad about that. They're mad that it's all working out, that the scales are balancing, that maybe you're getting out of debt, or that you are not trapped. That's like heavy here. They really wanted you trapped, or they wanted to fuck you over. But instead you got your justice and you look hotter than ever. So yeah, that is what I've got for you. Pile number 3. You could be living your dream. And like I said, you're like really enjoying yourself, but there's something about it where maybe you're getting paid to enjoy yourself. So that's nice. Or maybe somebody's treating you really nicely. And like maybe you chose a partner who treats you really nicely and wants to take you out on dates and wants to make your life easier. And you guys look like a really cute couple. And so they could be mad about that. They could also be mad that maybe you make more money because you look good. Yeah, but that's kind of true in every fucking industry you could go into. Is like when you look good, you probably will make a little bit more money, or like you'll be able to get further in that career or something. So it's just kind of obvious in a way. It's different. They don't like to see you with someone else. Like, this could even be some of your haters, or at least like one of your haters could be someone who didn't want to date you, but they're mad that someone else is. Or like they wanted to have you as a situationship or like a side thing. And you didn't want that. Yeah, you being in your control of your own life is a big thing for sure. You won't shut up. Or you chose a direction in which you could be more free and stay young longer. Lots of people have crushes on you because that does keep coming up. And you're not coming back to them. I think you have a smart mouth. But maybe you're getting paid to have a smart mouth. Like, there's something about that where, or maybe your boss likes you so much that you're never going to get fired for that. Anything else? Shooting star. Yeah, like, I don't know. There's something about it where you are enjoying yourself and they don't like that. I mean, that honestly, it's kind of, haters in general are just kind of tiring like this, you know? Other people want you great, you know? Other people want you every day of the week. Like, it's kind of, I don't know, I think these haters are really fighting a losing battle with you. It's like you getting paid to show up, or you getting a lot of attention just from being yourself. Like, you don't have to bring a bottle of wine to get the hostess to like you. Like, you're entertaining anyway. Like, you're using your charm as a part of your life, you know? I think you've used your charm to improve your life, and that is upsetting to your haters. So that is what I've got for you. I'm going to link these all down below. You'll get more messages here, Pile 3, because it is a lot of, almost, it's like, it's kind of almost redundant energy here, Pile 3, of like, they're mad, maybe from their perspective, they're mad for a lot of reasons, but it's really just one reason. You're hot and charming. And I just don't think that we should spin our wheels too much about these haters, because that's what it comes down to. So to please these haters, Pile 3, what you need to do is get uglier and shut your mouth. So we shouldn't do that, right? Open that mouth up. Just kidding. But I'm just saying, like, say what you want to say like you have been. It's getting you where you want to go, you know? And there is sex work in this, so I do, you know, confirmation. Hi. If you're like a stripper, or not, stripping is not sex work, but I'm just saying, like, if you have some sort of sexual career, you definitely have a lot of haters mad that it's working out for you. Oh, it's not real work. Even all the better. Then I'm getting paid for nothing. Love it. Let's see. And then they're like partying out in Miami here, and on a yacht with all her friends. That looks pretty fun. That looks pretty fun. You know, just looking good. And people want to help you because you're looking good. And here's the charming. Like, it goes a long way to have like a good connection with people. Yeah, something about the path you've chosen has made your haters angry. This is a lot of music videos, and I'm gonna link them all down below. But basically, also what I'm getting from that is there's a lot of ways in which your haters are mad. You're doing that well. You're doing so well that there's like an endless list of reasons why they are upset. They could talk day and night about this, actually. So you might be really the talk of the town too. Here, Pile number 3, and your haters are really mad about that. They're mad that you're the talk of the town, but they're the ones very much contributing to that. Because like I said, there's a laundry list of reasons that they're mad. And so you might be something that, stuff around your life might be something that people talk about often. Yeah. So again, that's them making themselves even more mad because they are themselves bringing you up too much. They're mad at themselves also for bringing you up. But it's like they're blaming you for it. It's like, oh, I have to talk about Pile 3 again. And it's like, no one is forcing you to do that, babe. No one is making you talk about Pile 3 again. You are just choosing to do that. Okay, so yeah, that's what I've got for you. Thank you very much, Pile number 3, and I will see you next time. Okay. Pile number 4. Your haters are anxious because they have to work with you. They got to play ball. You can have some haters that are beneath you, you know, like people who you are teaching that are your haters, or people who, yeah. Coworker. This is giving coworkers. But maybe closer than coworkers. Because this could be someone like you're in a group project with that's your hater. Or like this could be someone who you, yeah, it's like you have to work closely with them. Oh my God, pile number 3. No, I'm sorry, maybe you have a message there, but pile number 4. Your haters feel like they're drinking hot lava, having to talk to you, like it's really eating them up inside. It's really eating them up inside. That they have to work with you, that they have to cooperate with you, they have to. They can't really completely ignore you, or they can't really cut you out of this situation. They have no power to do so. Or they can't do this project without you, or they can't accomplish this without you. I'm getting kind of office politics kind of stuff here, where maybe you're in one department, they're in another department, and so the only person they can ask to do this task is you. You know, like you're the only way forward. It's hurting their pride. I think you have a lot of prideful haters here, pile number 4, where it hurts their pride to have to engage with you because they hate you, or like, I think it's important to the story. So let's see, what's your hater's problem with you? Because like, I feel like why are your haters so mad is often like an inciting incident, but here we need to know the background. Why are they even mad in the first place? Hopefully you can read that, but it says they have personal issues. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm feeling it. I get it now. This person is like super conservative. And so they could be conservative in their thinking. They could also be very defensive and prideful. So this person doesn't like to be questioned. They don't like it when someone has criticism of them. So you might not even know what you've done to criticize them, or maybe you do. For some of you, you have openly criticized this person, and they, even if it was a long time ago, they haven't let it go, but especially if it was recent, they're still boiling, you know, their blood is boiling over it. And so that's why it feels like it's hot lava to talk to you, because they really want to say something mean to you. That's heavy here. I think this person is not allowed to say anything mean to you, and they want to. They want to bad. They want to so bad. And this person has very little self-control. But they literally are not allowed, or yeah, they're not allowed. They have to keep their mouth shut. This is a new thing for this person. That's good. Good. You'll have to learn to keep your mouth shut. Ugh. Oof, this person's pissing me off. This is reminding me of pile 2, so go back if you need to, or if you felt called to. But yeah, this person has rage issues, or like violence problems maybe, but it's more like rage. It's more like they have no self-control, and they're not used to having to limit what they say. Maybe they grew up really privileged or something, where they could get away with saying anything to anyone because they had something backing them up, or they had a big defense, you know? Yeah, maybe this person had a big budget for defense. So that's also like, that's interesting phrasing. So I almost wonder if like, your budget's bigger for defense, or like you are taking on David and Goliath and you are winning, or, but it's almost like you've won in some way. Forcing their silence. Okay, geez. They can't come against you. So in a very like legal way or something, you could have like taken this person to court to say that they, like it was libel, or like it was slander or something, what they said, and so they're not allowed to say it again. Or you proved in court that what you said happened, so they can't come against that because it's already been proven. Okay? Or you have the upper management support. You have their boss's support. And so they definitely can't come against you because the boss likes you. Okay? Gossip is affecting the connection. Yeah, this person is a gossip. And they're mean. And they're careless. This person is extremely careless. And they're used to being able to say whatever they want. They're used to being able to have complete leeway with however they want to talk to someone, however they want to interact with someone. But you've put in rules. You will interact with me in a kind way. You won't ask these kind of invasive questions. Like you have like a list of what you will and will not accept. And if they go outside of that list, they could like get fired, or they could like, they could like lose their job is the big one that I'm getting. Because I'm getting a lot of coworker energy here. And the scenario seems very coworker-like to me. But this person could be very venomous outside of this workplace. And they could have somebody that they're allowed to just yell at, or they could get in constant fights with like roommates or other people in their life or random people on the street. Like this person could have to move jobs often because they keep getting into fights or something. Yeah. Or move, or like, I don't know. There's something about that though. They love to gossip. They love to gossip. But again, they're not allowed to gossip about you. And like maybe you have to, like I said, you have to interact, but it's them who need something from you. So like they're always the one that needs to initiate it. Because that's another thing. It's like they want to play really petty with you, and they're not allowed for some reason. Because of the dynamic. This could also be like, okay, so you're an employee. This is your middle manager, but your highest manager loves you, listens to you. You guys talk on the weekends, And so the middle manager, they might feel that they have some power over you, but they're not allowed to exercise it in the way they want because the higher up likes you. And you could just tell the higher up. And so they're aware of that, the line between you and the person above them. Okay. The Three of Pentacles again. It really makes them mad to have to work with you. It makes them mad that they have to look you in the eyes. But you don't have to look them in the eyes. Because again, there is like some sort of dynamic where they have to ask you questions. They have to figure out, or they have to like engage you, but you don't have to engage them. So if like you're the engineering department and they're the marketing department, so you never need to reach out to the marketing department, but often the marketing department has to reach out to you. So it's something about that dynamic there. You seem dangerous too. This person is not as stupid as the other piles. Like this person might even be kind of smart. But again, like someone with this much built up rage, it's kind of hard to call them smart because eventually it's going to catch up to you and like you're going to spew your bullshit at the wrong person and get in trouble for that, So that might happen with you here, pile 4. Like if they decide to break the treaty of this situation, they will actually get negative consequences from it. And if they are too open about their negative feelings, they will have some backlash. Something will happen. So, you don't need to do anything, really, but just be aware that that could happen. Because even though there are real reasons why this person should not crash out on you or say all the bullshit or spew their venom at you, they might anyway, And you will have to take it above their head like they're afraid of, you know? Yeah. You're allowed to be free and happy and do whatever you want, but they feel constricted and restrained and like they're not allowed to say whatever they want. But again, it's because what they want to say is gossip. They want to say something horrible and they want to say something that doesn't make sense within the context. Yeah, because I'm really sensing that the truth of the matter is that this person wants to say something mean to hurt you, you know? And the reason that they're mad right now, Pile 4, is that they're not allowed to say something mean to hurt you. They can't bully you. That's why they're mad. It's interesting. This person thinks a lot about all the mean things they would want to say to you, though. They might even like tell somebody. It's almost like, okay, so usually this person can tell everybody they know, everybody they see on the side of the street, every mean thing that they want to think or say about anybody they would wish. Again, this person must have a lot of privilege because I don't know how else they would get away with all of this, but they have. They've gotten away with it up to now for the most part. And so this is confusing for them. This is upsetting for them. But here's their workaround. This is what I was getting to, is they still have at least one person they can bitch to about you. And so they are bitching extensively about you to at least this one person, but less than they would like to. They'd like to be bitching about you to every single person they meet. But they know that that's not smart. You could have connections, or you could know a lot of people in the workplace. And so it wouldn't be smart, because they might say it to the wrong person or something. They're not used to having to hide and not get caught. Like, again, they're used to there never being any consequences to their actions or to their negative, mean words. Also, maybe this person is smart, like I was saying, or has like a good defense and often can make everybody believe that they were in the right. So when they're bitching and moaning, everybody kind of believes them, or like thinks that, oh, they were wronged. But something about you makes it so nobody does believe that. Nobody would believe that, except for this closest. It's almost like Captain Hook and Shmi over here, and this is Captain Hook talking to his Shmi about how much he hates you, Peter Pan, and then you're just like flying around having a good time, and you're allowed to do whatever you want, because what you want to do is fly around and have a good time. So if they wanted to just fly around and have a good time, nobody would stop them. But instead they want to destroy you. They'd like to. They would really like to. And usually they're allowed to. Yeah, because there's a big emphasis on that here with this one. They can get away with this normally. So this person might just be a regular bully. Like, this is what they do. And this might be the first time that they've been limited. They do indeed have personal issues. I'm getting strong fire energy here. So they could have fire placements. Sun, moon, rising is what I'm getting. And the fire signs are Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. But they don't have to. They could also just have rage problems. Like, this person needs anger management. And they also need their mouth washed out with soap. Fuck you. Like, there's something about where they're just mean, too. Like, they have, like, vitriol waiting, They're just waiting and ready to, say something really cruel. Yeah, because it's like mean stuff. It's nothing that anyone could even believe is valuable. Because they want to criticize, again, this is because not just your looks, it's like, this person is discriminating against you. Yeah, I kind of think that covers it. This person is literally just being like either racist or sexist or homophobic or like fatphobic or like ableist towards you, you know? So something like that. It's like something kind of a big deal in a way. But they've gotten away with it. They really have. Nine of Wands. This person could have already gotten in trouble for the way they treated you. And maybe that's why they can't go further with it. Because everyone already agreed that they don't like it. So, you know, that would make sense here. If there's a coworker that has already gotten in trouble with the boss for harassing you, that's this person. They're still very angry, and they still have lots to feel and say about this situation or you. This person doesn't even feel bad though at all. Like, this person does not feel bad. I almost feel like they're even mean on purpose or something. Like, they just think they're better than everyone, or, okay. They think you're being fake. They think you're making it seem like you're sweeter than you are. They think you are hiding your negative plans, or like, this is the kind of person that says you're a mastermind, you know, manipulating everything when you're just being yourself or just trying to do your job. They could be trying to accuse you of coming after them, but it's not working. Just to be clear, it's not working. And there's no direction for them. I think they're mad because there's nothing, they can't poke holes in your armor. They couldn't find a weak link. And so now they just have to deal with it. I feel like that's why this person is mad, is you don't have to deal with them, but they have to deal with you. You got what you wanted out of this situation, and you always get what you want. Like, something like that, where it's like, very petulant, and almost like I'm sensing that is really actually true about them, not you. This person is projecting. Google that word, baby. Yeah, you're projecting heavy. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. Oof. Okay. Ooh, oh no. Pile 4. Yes, oh my god. See, that's what I was getting. Oh no. This person kind of wants to fuck you as well. And they're mad about everything. They're just angry people. But I think in addition to being mad at you, they want to fuck you. So it's not like they're mad that they want to fuck you. It's like they hate you and they want to fuck you. They don't have a problem with that though. It's not like they're like, oh, I'm mad that I am attracted to them and because I don't like them as a person. They're like, no, I don't like them as a person and I want to have sex with them. Man, that's just stupid thoughts. Like, but again, this person is smart, which is why this is so weird. Like, I'm really, like, there's something here that I'm dancing around, pal 4, and I'm trying to sense what that is. They have to keep their space from you. Okay. They would love to get up in your face. Oh my gosh, this is reminding me of an old video, and I don't remember which one it was, but basically I was saying, like, if they can, like, fight with you, that means they're, like, touching you, you know? Or if, like, they can get in your face, then they're, like, close to you. Even if they're close to you in a mean, angry way, it's like they want to get up in your business. They want to get in your space. And so if they have to do that in, like, a mean way, they're cool with that. Or, like, it's like they get to be mean and they get to be close to you in a sexual way. Like, it's that bad here of, like, they're getting off on being mean to you, or they're getting off on intimidating you and being up in your business, you know? Like, they would read your texts over your shoulder if they could get in your business, if they could get next to you and you have to be around them, then they can kind of invade your privacy. Yeah, they really want to invade your privacy here too. This person just wants to like aggressively bully you. And they have personal problems with rage and sexual intimidation, seemingly. So this could be a situation where none of that has happened, you know, but it could still be on their mind. 9 of Cups, and you're getting your wish fulfillment, and you're happy, and you're doing things, and it's like they're envious of you as well. This person has not deciphered their emotions whatsoever. They've made no progress on it. This person doesn't know why they're doing it, really, because they have not investigated that within themselves. They feel very inflamed by you. So it's like, it's your fault that they're acting like this, apparently, Pile 4. It's not, and you need to know that, and I hope you do know that. It seems like you do know that, but that's what they're trying to say is like, well, they're antagonizing me. And it's like, no, you kind of seem like you're a live wire here of like anybody coming towards you is, you know, they could probably get smoke from you. You're always ready to pull the trigger here. That's what it seems like, Pile 4. Like your hater is always ready to pull the trigger, and you were just in the wrong place at the wrong time, or you are more impressive than everybody else. And so, of course, you're going to be the one attracting the fire. Oh. You seem impressive. You seem smart. You could be smarter than this person, and maybe they're not used to that as well. Or maybe they have to listen to what you say. Like in the case of the engineering department thing, it's like you're the expert who's being brought in. So they don't know what they're talking about in that area. Yeah, this person must cooperate with you. They're not good at cooperating. They're really, really, really not good at cooperating. They're not good at teamwork. They're the kind of person in a friend group who steamrolls everybody. This person is probably in at least one, and probably have been in many toxic friend groups in their past, where they were steamrolling people, or they were forcing everybody to listen to their tirades. Ace of Cups. You still think you're doing well. Also, like you have the belief that you're doing well and that everything's going right with you and your cup is overflowing with positive things. And a lot of people feel that way about you too. This person is, oh my gosh, hey, we got so much volcano energy here. Another angle here too, Pile 4, is that while they can't get in an argument with you, also they kind of wonder if in an argument you might win. So they're not allowed to have this argument with you, but then also their little fantasies of these arguments are not going according to plan. So they're having these little fake arguments with you and you're winning, but they can't even take it to the level they would want to. But they think even if they did take it to that level, you might beat them there too. Or maybe you're kind of scary. You'd have another side to you where if they try to get in your face, you might like destroy them or like kill them or like be able to fight them physically or verbally, you know? So it's a sliding scale. I'm not saying that all these people are like abusers or something like that. It doesn't have to be that. It can just be like they're very, like I said, like a live wire. They're one to blow up. They have a temper. But for some of you, it might be that they're abusive, and they kind of worry that if they tried that with you, it would not go well. And you could really turn it around. Like they wonder if you could. And of course they believe in those cases, it's like they also believe that you would be justified too. So this limits them. So for some of you, it could be that no one is specifically limiting them from interacting with you or blowing up on you or doing what they want to against you. But it's more your power, your intimidation factor, which is limiting them. They have limited movement with you. Maybe also in these modern times, like there is that sense where maybe this is a boss who would have in the past tried to sexually harass somebody, but they kind of know that wouldn't play out well. And so they're even more mad, you know? So you might notice that this person is even more mad, even though it's just the same situation still, or nothing has happened. But it's their own mental games they're playing with themselves. And they might be playing with themselves, because I did get that earlier, and I was like, oh my God, for real, like angry masturbation over you here. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, I mean, I did see Louis C.K. up on Bill Maher the other night. I mean, I don't watch Bill Maher except for like as a joke, but the fact that he had Louis C.K. on there was so ridiculous. So, you know, somebody with that kind of vibe who would have done something like that, or, you know, and like I said, it's a sliding scale, but it happens more than you think. So there are these people that are like, it could be for you, Pal 4. There's somebody who's sexistly mad at you because they can't sexually harass you without being punished for it. So, it's sad. It's sad that's something that happens in life, or you're maybe also they could be mad. If this is not like your boss or something like that, people in general or in public could have been mad that you are allowed to dress however you want. You're allowed to dress provocatively, and they're not allowed to make a move towards you, you know? They're mad you're allowed to have boundaries and that their lies don't work on you. You're allowed to step away from them and to protect yourself. Okay. Yeah, like I said, this person hates you but still wants to fuck you. So, Lord help us all. They could feel like you know that. They could feel like you know that they would fuck you given the opportunity. Or that you know that they find you sexually attractive, but that you're just not interested in them. Interesting. We're gonna keep those out just because you might get some additional messages in there. Yeah. Or like their slut shaming has no effect on you, you know? They're not irreplaceable. I'm not going to argue about what does she say? It's like, I'm not going to argue about twerking. Yeah, there's something about that where it's like they want to get mad at you for something that in these days, you know, get with the times, is not a crime here. They're always losing against you. But also that, like, other people like you and they're not upset by this. They might be the only ones upset by it. whatever it is. And it does feel sexist, or like I said, discrimination. And it's proof that, like, I don't like how people say that, you know, racism or sexism is something only stupid people do. Unfortunately, it's not. And so smart people can be racist and sexist and homophobic and use their intelligence to try to hurt people in the class that they don't like. People do that. People do that. You know, it's not just the stupid who are haters or people who come against others or who make other people's lives worse. It's like sometimes people can use their intellect to obscure what they're doing so that no one can call them racist or sexist. But yeah, this person's so mad at you though. Like, and they want to say that, like, you need to take their offer. You have to. You have to. Because I have money, or because I'm a man and you're a woman, you know? But it doesn't have to be that, but it's something like that where it's like they're playing on old power structures, or you have to listen to me because I'm white and you're black. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's literally the kind of vibe I'm getting from this person of my class is higher than your class. You must do what I say or take my abuse. Because it's kind of like you have to take my abuse. Because this person wants to, like I said, victimize you or bully you or get away with saying whatever hateful thing they want to say and have you keep your mouth shut, but they're allowed to say whatever they want to say. So the roles switched. Bye. Bye. You know? But someone has held them back. And so these haters are being held back. Either by society's limitations, progressive people around, or somebody in particular is holding them back. But yeah, it is good to be aware that these people exist and to not give them too much credit and to not try to change their mind. Because people like this, you just need to avoid and navigate away from. So yeah, anything else here for pile number 4? Why are their haters so mad, and like kind of what should happen? Keep your options open. Yeah, I mean, I often say that you should always have backup plans for things because it's hard to be in a society where somebody's going to be racist or sexist against you or classist against you. And that's why we create these safety nets for ourselves so that when somebody wants to try to ruin our lives, they can't do it so easily. 10 of Wands. But luckily, I'm finding with you guys that it would be a huge burden to take you on. So, but I mean, people do that though. Don't let it hurt your feelings because they're full of shit and they just have personal problems. Yeah. Also, because you do, I think that they're even more mad because you have that safety net, or because you have somebody backing you so that they can't come against you, or that it's not a big deal to you, or you have a savings account or something. 8 of Wands. Also, this person thinks they're fucking slick. They're not fucking slick. 5 of Pentacles. And you left them out in the cold. That's kind of what I'm getting, is like, you found this person out quick, or you could tell that they were this type or something. And so you quickly threw them out and figured something else out for yourself and rested as much as you needed and hid from their attacks or something, or protected yourself from their attacks. They thought they were going to sneak attack you, though. There is something about that where You hit it just the right moment, or you got out of this situation just at the right moment. So good job. You already did it. You already escaped them. I will say that. But I still hate to I hate that any of us have to deal with these kind of people in our families, friend groups, workplaces, you know, school. Like, I hate that you're dealing with this. So I'm sending you strength. I love you. Many people love you. And this person is not special or interesting. They're not worth looking into. They want to argue, and they have personal issues again. They're competitive. I mean, often that's what it comes down to, you know, is like they're competitive with you, actually. And they don't have to have addressed that or to understand that for it to be true, you know? So that's what I've got for you. Thank you very much. Pile number 4, I'm going to link those videos down below. You'll get some more additional messages in there, and I will see you next time.